What's going on, guys? Alec here with Clone Force 23, bringing you guys another set for Jump to Lightspeed deck tech. Got my boy Alex with me. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
We are bringing you the Admiral today. Admiral Piett. The Piett bomb.
Piett bombing.
Piett
Yeah,
bombing.
pretty pretty straightforward deck. It's pretty obvious what you're trying to do here.
Yeah. Probably our first super combo deck, I would say. I mean, it
Mm,
seems weird to say that because it's kind of just ramp is what it is, but it's I mean there's really like three cards that you're wanting to get into this combo with the
yeah,
deck, and I think it, especially with just the way that he wants to play, it does feel very like combo-y, I would say.
yeah. I mean, it's your turn two has to be a ramp, like no
Mhm.
question. So that's where the super lasers and the resupplies come in. In the new upcoming space jump to lightspeed meta, resupply almost sounds a little bit better because in testing, I've been stuck with a super laser tech that I can't get rid of if I don't have a Salacious Crumb to bounce and kill it myself. Because you got to get to that, Ruthless Raider resupply carrier a lot faster to have a capital ship down so you can start just dropping your bombs, which, the namesake of the deck, planetary bombardments, we're looking to we're looking to be able to deal 12 indirect damage as quickly as possible. Um, you know, Ideally, you want to do that with your Devastator out so you have control of this game state. Um, because then you're basically within 2 turns dealing 16 damage wherever you want to go, and then hitting for 9, and then you just keep getting even bigger after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely like, hey, I don't even have to invest in attacking a base. I just need to make sure I claim and can resolve my combos because the 4 from Devastator plus the 12, like you said, is 16. And then plus the 9 from the Devastator, if it gets to swing,
Sure.
is 25 damage. That's right. 16 and 9, 25, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot of bases right now.
that is a lot of bases right now. I mean, that is like every base in the top five most used deck for the PQs other than Han. And to get five more in the early game, pretty easy to accomplish. That's
Mm-hmm.
two swings with Piett leader and one swing from Crumb, or one swing from Piett unit and two swings from Colonel Yularen. It's not hard to get that extra 5 damage, and that is where you can get there against the 30 bases. Um, Especially when those 30 bases are generally going to be a little bit more mid-rangey. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun when you get to do the stuff. P is
Yeah.
super fun. It's super fun to go. Yeah, I'm going to play this Devastator for 6, and then the next turn I'm going to nuke your planet
Yeah. And
and
then I'll
have a
play
great
the
time.
other Devastator after that.
Yeah, on curve after that, played for 8, which is the cost of that Devastator. So, I he is giving me Palpatine vibes where
Sure.
hey, I do need to draw my combo pieces, at least two of them, or I'm at a huge disadvantage, especially being such an aggressive meta where everything is aggro. So, as you can see, our side deck is like mostly for control. The Palps Returns, the Relentless, the Devi. Um, Scanning Officer is just for Han, and like any deck that's smuggle heavy, but that's
Yeah.
basically Han. And then a Traitorous is for our aggro stuff, our piloting, everything along those lines. So our main deck is mostly comprised for aggro. You know, we're playing the another cool card that came out of the jail cell of the sets before, which is Outlaw Corona.
Yeah.
Mainly the coolest thing that Piett can do is play a 3/5 in space on turn one. So that's pretty cool. Especially when the only thing it's really good against is aggro, where you throw this out, they throw out their ship, you claim, throw it into their ship. Like if they want to throw another ship into it to get a resource, that's fine. We're probably stalled enough at that point to get our combo going.
Yeah.
Um, and then we're just playing the good heal package of Yularen and Crumb. Crumb also being one of the own ways we can pop our own laser tech if it
Yep.
does get stuck in the ground. Like Alex said, that did happen in a couple of matchups during testing. And it seems really hard for Piett to come back from that. He just needs the ramp. It's so important for him to do that. But when it pays off,
But yeah.
it
And
pays
then
off.
yeah, just between Yularen and Crumb to just to sustain with healings, like I played Vader at our last store showdown, and there were so many games that I just for three healed another three to just keep up, and just
Yeah.
cycled a lot of damage just to keep it in there, and you know that allowed me to be able to squeak out another turn, and that's something that we're hoping to do with this, because then that might let you drop a Ruthless Raider, or get that Devastator out to start rolling things out. Another one that's been helpful in testing is the Gladiator Star Destroyer. 5/6 in space. You can make it a Sentinel yourself if you need to. Piett's also got a 7 butt, which can be helpful sometimes to
Yep.
just protect the ground. Um, and then yeah, we got got the phase 3 Great Sentinel to kind of keep the mid game going, and then since we are a little bit combo-y, the Thermal Oscillator makes sense because we want to draw our combo every time.
Yeah. Why play 5 more cards in our deck when we don't need to? We got everything we need here.
Yep.
Um, yeah. The other thing to note too is like you don't want your Piet to die, so sometimes it's like alluring to start throwing him into ground units, but it can get kind of scary if like on 6 resources, the only turn that you're hoping you're going to play the Devastator, and then he gets killed all of a sudden. You're like, oh, well, I have no plays this turn because I don't get
Interruptible, yeah.
Piet's. Yeah, it's interruptible. So it's sometimes it might seem alluring to be like, I can just throw Piet away and like leave him alone, but you got to protect him a little bit. Just be aware like, hey, you might put yourself in a position where it's not great if Piet gets taken care of before you can play a discounted ship.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean,
And then we
it's
got the big boys. Got all the big boys.
yeah. Pick your flavor of Devastator, and the Relentless is gonna continue to do great things while it's around to
Yeah.
shut down events, shut down anything that's going on
Yeah.
that you don't want to. But
Piet unit also feeling like incredibly like so good in this deck.
yeah, like you're jumping up to those things, like if you could sustain, that turn 1 Piet into a turn 2 ramp into a turn 3 pick a raider or pick a resupply carrier, you ramp and ambush and take out something. That's pretty brutal. And then you can just you just keep on rolling after that, because
Yeah.
it's gonna just answer everything.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Um,
And then we just got a couple more like useful things in here. We've got the Victor 2 pilot and then Dengar.
sure.
These are more so just like, hey, are we playing aggro? Like, sometimes in those matchups, depending on what's going on, you're just like, well, I could put this on something and just start throwing it at the base. So
Mm-hmm.
that's also there to just be there. I'm not saying they're the best cards they could be playing, but come up a couple times.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean the Dengar with the Outlaw Corona could be nice to keep, like you said, with the early aggro. You can start bopping into some more units, and having that indirect damage as well can kind of help you keep pace.
Yeah, gives you a little bit of time.
So, but yeah, I mean, this is a deck that if you want to do one thing and roll the dice on whether or not you get to do that thing, this is a great one to do that.
This is it. Yep. And if you roll the dice correctly, you're gonna have a super fun time.
Yeah, I mean, I envision somebody's gonna beat the odds and make it all the way in a major competition with this because they drew exactly what they needed to every time.
Yeah. And they're gonna be the ones playing Executor.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I got to this every time. It's the greatest.
Yeah. I played this ship for 9. Like, what? Why? How are you at 9 resources? You're playing against Han.
Yeah.
Something crazy,
but yeah, if you like this one, let us know. If you give it a try and have any suggestions, or if you have been testing yourself, you can leave a comment. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. Helps our channel out a lot, so we enjoy doing this. But we got some more deck techs along the way as we jump to Lightspeed. So, with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Please.
see you later. Peace.
Space tech, spaceports, TCG, card sports, of course, till my voice goes hoarse. Welcome, wrecking, decking with the strategy, the energy, it's Clone Force 23. Space tech.